Hi everyone, I am Hazrat from VNIT Nagpur. So here in this video, I want to demonstrate encoding and decoding of voice sample using Opus Codec. So here I will use the prior implementation of the Opus Codec, that is which had already been implemented. So using that implementation of the Opus Codec, I will demonstrate encoding and decoding of this our own voice sample using Opus Codec. So for that, first we need to download the Opus tools from the Opus library. So go to LB Opus. So here you can see downloads. Go to downloads, and here you can see Opus downloads. From Opus downloads, here we can see Opus tools. So click on Windows. So here you can see the zip file that has been downloaded, that is Opus tools 0.2 Opus 1.3. I have already downloaded it and pasted on the desktop. So here you can see Opus tools 0.2 Opus 1.3. So let me extract this zip folder and copy all these files and paste them into a new folder. So I have already done that. I have pasted all those 7 files into this new folder. So first task was completed, that is we have downloaded the prior implementation of Opus Codec from the Opus library. So using this Opus tool, how we can do encoding and decoding of our own voice sample. So let us do it using the command prompt. So here we have the file location as /user/hazard, but we need to change the file location to this new folder file location. So it has file location as c/user/hazard/OneDrive desktop new folder. So let us change the file location. So cd, that is change directory, OneDrive, and then we need to go for desktop, and then we need to go for new folder. So we are in the location c/user/hazard/OneDrive. So here we have came to the location, and now we need to do the encoding of an MP3 file. But let us see this Opus encoder file, Opus ENC. Here they have given in the description Opus ENC reads audio data in WAV AAFF formats. So here it doesn't take the .mp3 file, so we need to convert our .mp3 file into a WAV file, that is .wav. So our second task was to convert the .mp3 into a .wav file. So let us do that using the Audacity app. Audacity. So here you can see Audacity app. So you go for this Audacity, and then you can see here download Audacity, and then you can see Audacity for Windows, and you go for Audacity 2.4.2 install, and here you can see Audacity Windows install. So here it was getting downloaded, but I have already downloaded it and installed. It was very simple process to install. So here you can see Audacity downloaded file, and it was Audacity app. So using this Audacity app, how we need to convert .mp3 file to .wav file. I have already recorded my own voice sample and named it as Hazrat 018. It was an item type was mp3 file. So we need to convert this mp3 file to WAV. So let us go to this Audacity app and go to file, go to import, go to audio, and import the Hazrat 018 mp3 file, and then go to file, export as WAV. Let us save it on the desktop. So we have imported the mp3 file and then we have exported it into a WAV file using the Audacity app. So you can see here it was let us go to this. It was mp3 file of size 1.82 MB, and here you can see it was, let us go to the properties. Yeah, it was a WAV file of file size 8.75 MB. So now we need to, and let us move this WAV file to this new folder. Then we have here Hazrat 018 WAV. Now we need to encode this WAV file into an Opus file. And you can see here Opus encoder itself. We have an example. Opus enc input.wave.ops. Let us copy it and let me paste it in this command. So here what this command is doing was, it was encoding the input.wav file to output.opus. So we want to encode Hazrat 018.wav and let us give the output file name as Hazrat enc, that is encoded file. So we enter. So encoding complete. So we have encoded this Hazrat 018 WAV file to Hazrat enc.opus file. And let us see that in the new folder itself. So here in new folder you can see now Hazrat 018 file was there, that was WAV file which is of size 8.75 MB, and Hazrat encoder file which is of 449 KB, which is an Opus file. So here you can see there was very much compressed. It was 8.75 MB and it was 449 KB. So let us see the percentage of the compression. So I will calculate it, and it was approximately let me calculate it. It was approximately 94.86%. So there was 94.86% compression in this Opus file. It was converted from 8.75 MB to 449 KB. So this was the advantage in Opus encoding, which helps us to compress the file so that file size will get reduced and we can easily send it through the channel. So we have seen the encoding part, and let us see the decoding part too. How to decode this encoded file. Let us see that. Let us again go to the command prompt, and you can see here Opus DEC, Opus decoder. So again in the example you can see how to decode a file input.opus to output.bit. So let us paste that command here in this command prompt. So here you can see Opus decoder. What we need to give, Opus file was what was already enc. I am giving the encoded file which I have already converted, which I have already encoded, Hazrat enc.opus2. Let me give this file as Hazrat decoder file, DEC. So Hazrat enc.opus2 Hazrat WAV. So we are decoding it from an Opus file to .wav. So here it was said decoding complete. So let us see how the decoded file was. So in the new folder itself, you can see Hazrat decoder file was there. It was a WAV file, and Hazrat ENC was an Opus file, and again Hazrat DEC was a WAV file. So we have successfully decoded an Opus file into a WAV file. So let me play this file Hazrat 0, which was the original.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat, and now I want to demonstrate the encoding and decoding of
So we are able to listen it. So in the encoded file.
Hi everyone, Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology.
And the decoded file.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat, and
So what we have done here is we have successfully converted into an encoded file, which is a compressed one, and we can pass it through the channel. And at the decoding side, we have successfully decoded it into the original file, and it was a part of it. So how to compress it? The percentage of compression was approximately 94.86% when we converted into a .wav file to .opus file, and we are regaining the same size after decoding. See, it was the original file which was of 8.75 MB, and it was a decoded file which was of 8.75 MB, but the encoded file was 449 KB. And let us go to part 2, in which we vary the bit rate and will compare the quality of the encoded signal as well as the decoded signal. So let us go to the command prompt and let us go to the Opus ENC. So here you can see in the example itself. So it was saying produce a very high quality encode with the target rate of 160 kbps. So here Opus ENC bitrate 160, input.wav, output.opus. So here they are encoding it at a bitrate of 160 kbps. So we will copy it. Let me paste it here. So here bitrate was 160 kbps, and we are encoding it at the rate of 160 kbps. That is, we are encoding 160 kilobits per second of the input wave. So let me take it as Zeroth 018 file, which is to be encoded at 160 kbps, and let us rename the output file as Zeroth 160 ENC. That is, we are encoding it at the rate of 160 kbps, and let us see the output. So encoding was completed. So let us see the output. And let us also do one thing here. So here we did 160 kbps. So let us do let us do it let us replace it with some 250 kbps. So we are increasing the bitrate, and let us check how it will convert. So I have given the bitrate as 250, and I am encoding at the rate of 250 bits per second and checking how it will be. So encoding complete. Let us go to the new folder. So here we have Hazrat 018 is the original file, that is .wav file. It was the encoded file which is encoded at a rate of 160 kbps, and it has file size of 796 KB, and it was encoded at the rate of 250 kbps, and its file size was 1.32 MB. So you can see there was a change in the file size. So let us decode it. So let us go for the part 2. So now we have compared uh, the .wav file to .opus file. So how it was going to compress, we have seen that. Now we will see when there was a change in the bit rate, how it affects the quality of the audio. So let us see that. So go to Opus ENC. So here you can see in the example, produces a very high quality encode with a target rate of 160 kbps. So here it was taking 160 kbps bit rate, that is the bits are encoded at the rate of 160 kilobytes per second at the encoder side. So let us paste it here. So here the input wave was 018. So bitrate was 160 kbps, and let us rename the output as 160 ENC. That is 018.wav file is encoded to 160 encoded at a rate of 160 kilobits per second. So here encoding complete. So let us also do another thing here. Let us change the bit rate and see how it affects. Let us change the bit rate to 250. At first it was 160, and let us change it to 250. So I have changed the bit rate to 250 kbps, and let us see how it affects. So encoding complete. So let us see them in the new file. So here in the new file, 018 was the original file, that is .wav file, and I have encoded it to 160 ENC and as well as 250 ENC. So here you can see what we encoded the rate of 160 kbps file size was 796 kb, and what we encoded the rate of 250 kbps was 1.32 MB. So there was a change in the file size. So as the bitrate increases, there was there was an increase in the quality of the audio, as well as the size of the file also increases. So let me play it and let us listen to the quality. First was 796 KB.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat, and presently I am studying Communication System Engineering in Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur.
And let us listen to this 250 kbps encoder.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat, and presently I am studying Communication System Engineering in Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur.
So here we can see there was a increase in the quality compared to 160 kbps encoded one. So as we encode it by changing the bitrate, the quality of the file increases as well as the size too increases. So let us decode it. So we just go to output Opus decode. So we just Control C and paste it here. So we need to decode Opus file to Opus file Hazrat 160 ENC to Hazrat 160 DEC decoder. So, and the decoding was completed. And let us also decode the 250 kbps. We need to just change the name of the files here. It's 250 ENC. So decoding complete. So let us go to the new folder and check. Yeah. So here we have done two things. First one was we just converted this Hazrat 018W AV file to Hazrat ENC file, and we have seen how much it was compressed. It was compressed approximately 94%, so which was more helpful using this Opus codec. And then we seen when we change the bitrate how it will affect the quality and the size. So we have done for 160 kbps as well as 250 kbps, and we have encoded it in 160 kbps. See, this was the encoded part, and 160 kbps it was the decoded part, as well as 250 kbps it was encoded part and decoded part. Let us try to play them in decoded ones.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat and presently I am studying communication.
This was 160, and let us play this 250 kbps.
Hi everyone, I am Hazrat and presently I am studying communication system engineering in Visveshwar.
So there was a change in the quality when we done it in 250 kbps, and you can check the file size. It was a WAV file which is as original as the which is same as the original file. So this was all about the encoding and decoding of our own voice sample using the Opus codec using a prior implementation. So here at the conclusion, what we can say is converting it to an Opus file will compress the file, and compressing the file, reducing the file size will help us in the communication. And as well as the second one was changing the bitrate will increase the quality and the file size. Thank you.